Hi Gemini, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is your general reading. It means that we can talk about literally anything, but mostly career, money, health, life path, life purpose. It can be a little love that sneaks in every once in a while, but it's a overall whatever. And I'm doing this recording today on the 6th of November, but here's the thing, guys. I'm still dealing with a bit of technical issues, and so these videos keep piling up, and now I'm having difficulty. I have no trouble to record them anymore, but then Vimeo is actually the ones now effing up, literally. So maybe that's for me to change platform altogether, or it's just me that I just need to get out of this freaking technical issue funk. So instead of saying it starts on the 6th of November, even though it's recorded today, I've asked for the message to be early November till early December. And then I hope that you're going to find it somewhere in between there. So with that said, I'm going to first do one card that just sort of wraps everything up as a total of what's going on for you right now with the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And then I'm going to get over to the regular decks that I'm using. So overall message here for Gemini, please. And you get 2 cards. Oops. School and sensitivity. And wasn't it Gemini that was your last general reading? Wasn't it that one that was about being so sensitive? So maybe you're still dealing with that, and I don't blame you. I mean, there's so much change going on in the world right now. With this school, the answer that you're seeking involves going to school. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to school, but it means that you're wanting to educate yourself. That could be literally education through sitting in meditation and receiving more information, receiving more wisdom. It can literally be the school of life, like you just go through certain things, and so you continue on to just upgrade and update yourself and become wiser and wiser. It can be that you literally are taking some sort of course, some sort of class to refine your career, your whatever you want to look into right now. It can also mean that you're a teacher, that you're teaching others, that you're the head of some sort of organization teaching others. And then we have the sensitivity card. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So I think, Gemini, this was you. And if we even had this card, I can't remember though, but I think we even had this card, Gemini. Whether we did or not, that's like the shadow and the light crystal there, like you're holding a staff right here. And it's sort of, I love it because in a way you're turning your back to whatever doesn't work for you anymore. And you're dressed in blue, so it's all about like the throat chakra, meaning you're learning to speak your truth. You're learning as you go to speak up, and it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to yell somebody in the face saying like, this is my truth. Although that might feel good sometimes. However, I think that this is just also due to your choices. Whatever choice you're making right now, you're making the choice from your standpoint. Like so this feels real, this feels authentic, this feels like it's fitting the path that you're on right now, that type of choice. So speaking your truth can be both literal, that you're using your words and you're speaking your truth, but it can also be that you're ending relationships, starting new relationships, ending certain career situations, going into new ones. Like if it doesn't feel true, like you just cannot continue on with it, that type of authenticity. And this is also like when I get this sensitivity card, it just means that you could really deal with the smells are too smelly, the sounds are too loud, like even touch can be too harsh. It's like, and people can be too close up into your, like, this pandemic really serves you, because people can sort of invade your space. And if you're the type of person, and Gemini you usually are, that you're an empath, like meaning that you really are coming from the heart, you really are paying attention to everything that's around you, not maybe by your eyes, but you pick it up with your energy. And if you don't watch that a bit, you can become really overwhelmed. And we're gonna go deeper here and see what else is going on here for you. But the good part, the awesome part with being this sensitive, is that you're starting to become your own intuitive navigator. Like, you're so freaking sensitive that you know immediately, like, if you're supposed to go into a deal with somebody, sign a contract on something, pick something out, choose something for yourself, you immediately know whether to go there or not. Like, you just have that strong sensory of this is right and this is wrong, according of like your path. And that's that. It's almost like a superpower. So that's really good. But what you need to watch is the sensitivity, that you don't allow too harsh energy around you right now. That's what I'm getting from that. So then I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland to see what the bases are. Rest and rejuvenate. It flipped, but it didn't come out. Good for you. So then you don't have to rest. You got 4 cards. What? You got 5 cards instead of 1. In one pile and 4 in one pile. So that's interesting. Wow. So the first card out, I love it. It's new beginnings. It's a full circle. It's a full cycle. Like, we come full circle. Something has ended. Something is starting to shift. There's a whole world that you're leaving behind you, a whole path, a whole life that you're sort of closing the door to and stepping onto a new world. You literally are choosing a whole brand. It can be anything. It can be everything. It can be a brand new relationship. It can be a brand new career. It can be a brand new living situation, a brand new body, a brand new, like, everything. You're choosing something brand new because we have the full circle there, and something has come, like, we're ending a cycle. And it says new beginnings, and you're stepping onto this, like, you're ready to go. You shut the door behind you. Today I see it as a door that you shut behind you. I just want to say that there's a few steps there. So maybe there's something that is still holding you back a tiny bit from your past, if that makes sense. Like something is pulling you back every once in a while. I don't know if that's a job situation. Take whatever fits here now in your life, because it's a general reading. It's tough to say exactly what's going on with that many people to tune into. But what I'm getting here is that, for instance, if you're at a work situation, there's something about not just be able to quit the job and like any other situation, you could have maybe just resigned and said, 2 weeks notice and I'm gone. There's something that is holding you back, or there's like a couple of steps. There's a couple of steps left there to solve it, but know that you're going to solve it. You are going to solve it, and you're dressed for the occasion, like you're fit, like your emotional state, your physical state, like there's strength enough for you to cut those ties. And if this is a relationship as well, know that you're going to be strong enough to cut those ties. There's a couple of steps left, though, that holds you back for some reason. We can go deeper and find out. If not, the continuation of the rest of the cards is letting us know what's going on. But yeah, I think there's a strong figure, like a strong authority figure there that is like wanting, I don't know, it's a little bit of a manipulating game going on here. I don't know. Maybe this is just for a few of you, so this is not for all, but there's like so if, for instance, let's say you even talk to your boss and you want to quit your job, Let's pretend that that is the situation. You're telling your boss you want to quit your job, and they're like, fine, good, perfect. I'll even recommend you to somebody. And you're like, oh, that went smooth. And then they really don't mean that. Then they're just, manipulative in the most fashionable way. Let's say. It's not super mean. It's not villain mean, but it's not nice. It's not nice, Gemini. So I think you need to like toughen up there a bit and just sort of put down your whole foot, your feet, and say, this is what's going to happen now, and just cut the ties to where it doesn't serve your sensitivity. Like just chop it off. It's easier said than done sometimes, people. 5-4-1. So yeah, and here we have the authority card. So yes. Wow. So yeah, first, I was afraid, I was petrified. Sorry. Maybe that song did play some sort of role here. As I said that it says 11:11 on the clock, so there's some sort of first indicator there of the 11th portal, like the 11th of November. There's a lot of energy opening up on that day. It also speaks about alignment. You might see a lot of 111 or 11:11, which speaks about that you are very much in alignment. So it's like they want to remind you of that when you take a look at this photo of this image. It has been tough, guys, Gemini. Like, I'm not gonna lie, don't shoot the messenger here. But just stick with me here, because what I see, this is a new beginning. You shut the door to the past. So it's like giving me what you've dealt with in the past. And so we have a number 5 there. It's all about overcoming obstacles. It's about change. It's about changing your life path. And this type of closing the door, I think, is a change of your life path. Like the whole shebang is about to shift. There's this little flicker of light here down at the bottom. It's like everybody else, I don't know if you see this, it's a bit reflective on the wall here. This is a wall right next to you, and this is you like going downwards on the stairs. This whole wall is like going upstairs, is going upwards, and it's like you're working against the stream. So there's a feeling of needing to work against the stream. It's like it just can never be easy. It can never just, it's like you can never just get a break, or it can never just be easy. It's like you always work against the stream. But this flicker of light is not even like, it is light, but this flicker of light sort of looks like that's the only thing that kept you going. Like a little hope in the dark that kept you going. There's been a lot of conflict, and you felt really down and out at some point. Guys, this is over. You've overcome this. So there's it's so interesting, because first I saw these steps here. Like there's a few steps left. Like you close the door to the past. We're done. There's a new beginning. You're starting this brand new life. You're stepping onto this brand new reality. And here it shows exactly how many steps it was in the past. It's so interesting when the cards are playing like that together. So it's like here we have all these steps, and now we only have like 2 of them left. There's only 2 steps left. And so the whole journey of this is like it's over and out. But every once in a while you get reminded. It's like those stairs shows up and it pulls you back a tiny bit, or if maybe there's still like contracts that you try to get out of, or so it's like, and you will get out of them. You have already gotten out of them. And actually, when I look at this card from this, this is really interesting. I've never seen this before. I don't know if that's going to pick up on camera. Maybe it does. So if I can then point correctly, up here, down here, and right next to the number 5, like starting up there and going down, if I point in the right direction, there's like a light. There's like a light coming in over you, like sitting on top of you. So it's almost, Gemini, like whatever has going, whatever has gone, whatever, what has been going on, um, it's like the angels has been with you, or somebody, like maybe even from the other side, has been watching over you, or somebody like a close friend, or your some, I don't know, an angel, an earth angel or an heaven angel has been like watching over you. They've been there with their light, and it's sort of in, it's like, yes, it went really dark there for a bit and it has gone really south, but you've always been watched over, and it's like it could not have gone to the so low that you would wipe yourself out, right? So it's like you, in the nick of time, you would have been pulled out, okay? And it's almost like you pulled yourself out, like you catapulted yourself out of an airplane. It was like going, it was crash landing, and it's like you catapult yourself out of the situation. What comes next is just all beauty. And so if you take the analogy of the rubber band, it's like you have this rubber band sitting around your fingers, and the further back you pull it, and when you let go, like the further into the light, or the further into the future, or the further into the awesomeness that is the opposition of the shite that you've been living, you can literally go. And people, you've gone really low. So you will go really, really high. And here's the authority. Although I think that this is you. There's an authority figure, I said, that sort of is not maybe being so kind in your life. If that's a boss, if that's a family member, if that's an ex, typical ex. I think this is you, though. You're toughening up. You're the authority figure now. And this is typical Gemini, like with the beams in the back there. It can be a little Libra situation here also. So the justice is about to be made in your favor. Like you're about to get back what you've sent out. And maybe, I know it sounds so harsh and it sounds so heavy, but it's like you're taking punch after punch. And I swear to God, I hope it's not physical. But, you know, whether it's emotional, whether it's health-wise, whether it's, I mean, mental punch is as tough as any punch. So I just get this, you know, you take punch after punch, and you can only take so much. This can be an internal thing as well. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody on the outside that is like giving you these punches. This can be like an internal fight, that you feel that something is over, you've left the building, but then you don't leave the building. It's like the energy has left the building. Elvis has left the building long ago, and then people still talk about he's being alive. No, he's not. He's dead. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. It's just the feeling of you have known long ago, you checked out long ago. So maybe you've been like so overdue in a work situation, and still you drag your body there because you know that paycheck is going to come, or you keep giving in, you know, these friend relationships. You just give and give and give and give, and there's no return. And you know, like, this relationship, whether it's a friend relationship or romantic partnership, is not healthy for you, you know. So you just keep giving and keep giving it, and at the end of the day, it's like it's come crashing down. This is a 4. So 4 is all about the heart and laying a new foundation. So here's when you've started to pick yourself up. This is a new foundation with a red sweater, and there's a spiritual journey that also is starting to open up here for you. Understanding more about yourself, understanding the inner voice, and that voice is not just something that you make up. It's an actual guidance to tell you to get the hell out or get the hell in. There's guidance there. It feels like I'm yelling at you. And then we have 17, hope. I feel like this is a journey. So this sort of tower feel, this sort of come crashing down, this was a while back. This has already taken place. You've started to build yourself up again. And you're on a good day, you feel really darn good. You're stepping onto the new earth, and you really can laugh your ass off at times. And then sometimes it's like you remember those steps, and there are certain things that pulls you back, but you really are on the forward move here. This is the Sun card, like giving you hope back. Number 17 is all about immortality. It's the immortality of life. Like, you cannot die, your wishes cannot die, and it just keeps getting better. The wishes that you maybe weren't able to fulfill in your past situation, it's now happening. The sun is shining again, and if you were to compare it to any other card, which one shouldn't, because every card has significant meaning, but this is like the happiest card in the deck. When the sun is coming out like this, giving you your hope back, it's telling you that you will find joy again. You will find, and like I say, it's not like I feel like you walk around not feeling happy. I just don't feel like you're quite there yet. It's just a couple of steps more to just truly feel that joy from the inside out. When you reduce it down, we have a number 1, which is new beginnings, which we already talked about, new beginnings. And 7 is all about a completion. Like, you gathered enough information now. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you don't want. And it's time to reap the rewards. It's time to really just go after what it is that you want, and sort of, sounds harsh, but not waste any more time of your life. And when you reduce it down, we have a number 8, which is the infinity sign, which is talking about endless possibilities for you right now. You've opened up for so many possibilities due to your willingness to be able to sort of be in the gutter for a bit, being on the lower end for a bit. And there we have yet another number 1. So there's so much about the new beginning. Triumphant success. Hitting from the, like, you're definitely the underdog. You really have been fighting to get to this place, but I'm telling you, Gemini, the energy that I'm feeling around this, like, you're gonna go out like a king. That's not gender specific. You're gonna go out like a queen. Like, yeah, you've been the underdog, and you've been fighting your way up. Like, you've been fighting to find your place and to find that happy place and find success. And maybe you're still finding it, because it's like you're just over. You just came out of the earth there. You just stepped onto the new earth. You just closed the door to the past. So I get it that you haven't quite, like, just started to live it fully yet, but at least you closed the door to the past. And that's all you need to do, because the universe already knows what it is that you want. I just realized that it's a 4th black border. That's not a black border. This is a purple border, but it's a 4th spiritual border. Like, there is a lot of conversation with the universe. You are really starting to pay attention to your guidance system and understanding that intuition is something to take seriously. You're headed towards really awesome things. A beautiful life. So do we want to go deeper here? We do, with flying cards from the Archangel Power tarot cards. No, that was it. Yeah, this is like full recovery. 6 of Raphael. 6 is all about the love. It can be a romantic partnership that you're looking at. What I feel mostly, though, is that connection in with your higher self, with your inner being. Feeling aligned, feeling in balance again, like feeling that strength from the inside out. And when Raphael is here, it's all about the healing. It's all about becoming whole. And this is talking about, like, the children. It can literally be that you have children, and know that then that your children are perfectly fine. Whatever situation you've been in, your children are perfectly fine. But it can also be, it doesn't have to be either or. It can be that your children are fine and you've come to terms with something from your childhood, healing your inner child, healing some sort of self-worth, or rather the lack of it, feeling like you weren't worthy enough to choose certain situations. But being through, like, hell and back, this has sort of made you realize exactly what you're worth, and you're going for it. There's no settling for anything less anymore. But this is like a full-on recovery. This is when you just find home again. You go home again within. and you find that connection within, and you start to really pay attention. On the bottom it says, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So yeah, you're making there's new relationships coming in. You can actually go deeper and find out. What is this new relationship situation about? What is this new relationship situation about? Ooh, it was 2. I didn't see that. This is interesting. Gemini. I think Taurus had both of these. Yeah, so it's both. It's I want to read out what it says on the bottom. So first we have it yet another 5. So you really are overcoming. You are overcoming obstacles. You are learning about the new path that you're on. You're changing your life path. It's like you're creating a whole new life for yourself. And this is like laying the final puzzle piece, putting the pieces of your life like where it belongs, where it should be, where it should have been for quite some time, to rebuild your life in a way. But this is also rebuilding yourself, feeling strong from the inside out. And on the bottom it says, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. And that's what I'm getting from, like, put your foot down. Like, you know, when you feel like certain people are treating you in a way that it's not okay, you know, then just draw the line there. But also, like, surround yourself. If there's gossip going on, or even television being on in the background, or radio, whatever, and if it's gossip and lower vibration, just shut it off, you know? Just surround yourself with whatever feels higher and good for you. And then more so, it says, have patience with yourself and those around you. So I think this mostly is for you to have patience with yourself and your journey. Like, you will get there. You will feel happy again. You will not only feel happy again, you will thrive. You will be such a freaking powerhouse once all this is settled and done, due to what you've been exposed to and what you put yourself through in the past. And it's not like you're stuck there. You moved on. It's a new beginning, and you're healing your inner child, and the sun is coming out here again. This is making new connections is what I'm getting, but this can be like among friends, it can be new co-workers, it can be sort of work related. With this card though, I feel like it's a romantic, so it's like the best of all worlds is really coming in terms of relationship. This is a new type of energy. Night for me is always about a new type of energy. Sometimes it can be young. It doesn't have to be necessarily like young at age, and it doesn't have to be immature, but it's like a I shouldn't say young, it's a fresh. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like something you never really experienced before. It's a new feeling. And if this is, like we talked about, rekindling relationships, and if some of you go like, don't talk to me about rekindling any ex, then it's not for you. Listen to your intuition that you clearly have started to open up. Listen to that intuition and know for a fact that then it's new love. It's new love coming in. But if it's rekindling of an old relationship, it's going to feel brand new. It's going to feel brand new, okay? And on the bottom it says, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So this is all about following that inner compass, following that inner intuition. With this new person coming in, which I think they're describing here, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. That's really beautiful. I just want to have, like, I was going to go into the extended there, but I want to have a closing off, like to wrap everything up. Some sort of end card here, and then I'm going to go into the extended. Oh, yeah. So it's yet another 4. It says discontent and boredom. So I get it. Like, it feels like, so the rainbow is coming in. Like we have each and every of the rays from the rainbow coming in. We even have a castle in the back. Number 4 there again is it's a heart matter. It's laying a new foundation. You're sort of looking a bit inwardly, like a bit like you can't see all the beautiful, all the beauty that's sort of going to happen in your life because of what you just stepped out of. I think you can do that. I think you get glimpses every once in a while, like how extremely powerful and amazing of a future life that you will have. But for right now, I feel like you're a bit like, oh, can it just move a bit faster? I just want to be over and done with it and just sort of live my new life. But it's take so maybe, yeah, this is where the patience comes in as well. Give it a bit of time, give it a bit of patience, and know that you're so on the right track, doing exactly what you're supposed to do right now, and that you're not like taking anything lightly, which means that whatever thing you're stepping into in the future, it's going to be so awesome. Okay, I'm going to go deeper and find out more about this situation. If you feel like this situation is you, maybe you're interested in the extended, then the link is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, Gemini.